Now, it's the biggest insult to the martyrs of Pulwama terror attack as in an interview to a news agency. Mehbooba Mufti, the former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, has called the JeM terrorist who blew up 40 CRPF Jawans as a hopeless Kashmiri boy. Yes, you heard that right. Rather than condemning the deadliest attack on our forces in Jammu and Kashmir in recent times, rather than speaking in the strongest terms against Pakistan-backed and Pakistan-sponsored terror, Mehbooba Mufti, in this interview to a news agency, openly backs or appears to back at least the Jaish Fidain and called him a hopeless Kashmiri boy. She said, we saw a young Kashmiri boy, maybe he felt hopeless, who blew himself up, resulting in the death of 40 CRPF personnel. This shows desperation and hopelessness among the youth. Well, Mehbooba Mufti, the hopeless situation in Jammu and Kashmir is that Pakistan-backed and sponsored terrorists continue to attack civilians and our forces in Jammu and Kashmir. Tejinder joins us on the phone line with all the details. Tejinder, shouldn't she be instead condemning Pakistan for sponsoring terror in Jammu and Kashmir, rather than appearing to give a clean chit to that terrorist?
Yes, Shobit, we have seen that Mehbooba Mufti seems to have no guts to condemn Pakistan and to utter a single word of condemnation against Pakistan or JeM since this drastically terror attack took place on Feb 14, in which 40 of our brave Jawans, they were martyred by the JeM terrorists. And now, unfortunately, it seems that Mehbooba Mufti has also closed her eyes to the menace of radicalization and terrorism that is being perpetuated from across the line of control from the Pakistan side. Terming the attacker, the terrorist who was responsible for the martyrdom of 40 of our brave Jawans as a hopeless Kashmiri is not only an insult to those 40 brave hearts who lost their lives, but it is an insult to each and every Indian. Now, it seems that even in the same interview, Mehbooba Mufti has once again gone to praise Pakistan. So it seems that her love for Pakistan seems unending. While
Absolutely,
on one hand, Shobit, she is terming this terrorist, a highly radicalized terrorist, as a hopeless Kashmiri youth. On the other hand, she's also appreciating Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan for his so-called statement.
You're right. In fact, Tejinder, you mentioned Imran Khan there. Let me just read out the full Mehbooba Mufti statement and then I'll come back to you. She said, God forbid if something like this happens again. I do not know what is going to happen, because this time there was some kind of statesmanship shown by Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan by returning the pilot and trying to defuse the situation. Maybe it won't happen next time. So we need to understand it and try to address the problem internally as well. So once again, she is praising Imran Khan here and saying, praising him for returning our pilot. Now, Tejinder, the fact is that the Indian pilot, first of all, Pakistan was forced to return the Indian pilot, and secondly, Indian pilot was defending the country against Pakistani aggression. The same Pakistan that continues to shelter terrorists and harbor terrorists on its soil. Shouldn't she be pulling up Imran Khan for harboring terrorists in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir who continue to cross the border and attack Indians?
Shobit, Mehbooba Mufti is known for twisting facts. Unfortunately, she has no guts to speak against Pakistan or JeM, though she's praising Pakistan, but it seems that she's hiding the fact that Wing Commander Abhinandan was made to return to India because Indian diplomacy had an upper edge. India forced Pakistan to return the Wing Commander, but unfortunately Mehbooba Mufti seems to have closed her eyes to the reality, terming the terrorist as a hopeless Kashmiri boy and praising Pakistan in the similar breath. It seems that
absolutely. Tejinder, and very quickly, Mehbooba's comments are coming on a day when Indian forces neutralized the conspirator behind the Pulwama attack and a Pakistani terrorist was killed as well. Tejinder, isn't it?
Yes, Shobit. We haven't seen a single tweet or a single message from Mehbooba Mufti congratulating our forces for eliminating all the terrorists responsible for this Pulwama terror attack. Yesterday, we also saw that the mastermind of the attack was neutralized by our forces. But unfortunately, Mehbooba Mufti seems to have closed her eyes to the reality. Yes, Shobit.
Absolutely, Tejinder. I'd like to thank you for joining us this morning. We'll keep coming back to you for more, but it's a shocking comment. It's the biggest insult to the martyrs of Pulwama. as Mehbooba Mufti, former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, now calls that Jaish terrorist a hopeless boy. Instead of condemning Pulwama, instead of condemning Pakistan, she appears to give a clean chit to that terrorist.